And we are live. Wyndham Championship final thoughts. If there's even a tournament, going to go through some narratives, going to go through some DFS plays, going to go through some bets, all the normal stuff. Got some questions in the chat. Lovely. We'll get to them. I want to start with a few narratives, a few interviews. Will Zalatoris said he feels 100% for the first time. And I think that's a really interesting quote from Willie Z, because I think that Willie Z is a great target in some markets, probably DFS, because although he's 100 to 1 and a really cheap price, I think obviously it's a cheap price in DFS. I think is a much better DFS play than he is a bet, because although he's 100 to 1, there's not really this course that screams Will Zalatoris. 20 under, driving accuracy, wedges. Kind of want Will Zalatoris, more difficult conditions, more tough driving, more long irons than. But this is a course that he grew up playing, a course that he's very, very, very familiar with, and a course that he can definitely top 10 on if he's on his game. And if he's telling us he feels 100%, and if he's 5-6% owned, why wouldn't we give him a shot at what is he, $7,400? I think it's a great play, and I'm going to definitely have him in X amount of my lineups. He's $7,600. Sorry. So Jordan Spieth, I was kind of in the air about him going into the week, and then after his quotes, I didn't really love what he said. He kind of admitted to having that wrist injury, in which we all thought he had. But and also from a statistical point of view, I just don't see his path to success. He has too many flaws, buckets in his game that I don't trust. Like, the driver could be awesome, the irons could be awesome, but one of them could be shit. One of them could be shit, and then I don't trust him over a 5-foot putt. It's crazy. I trust no one less over a 5-foot putt than I do with Jordan Spieth. Akshay Bhatia feels at home, feels comfortable. It feels like he's ready to play well, and I like Akshay Bhatia better in DFS than I do as a bet. He's a little bit chalky, but I think he's some safe chalk at the high 9K range. So I'm down for some low 9K range. Sorry, definitely down for some Akshay in DFS. We got some questions: Seamus or Ben Griff in DFS? I like Seamus probably better than Ben Griff. Both of them make a ton of sense. Ben Griff is the home UNC. He's a North Carolina guy. Has a T4, I believe, here in his career. Also a miscut. Where I think Ben Griff's a little bit more volatile, where Seamus has been more solid. Seamus has been more consistent, making cuts, and then from there, go get your top 10. Definitely golf course that suits Seamus power well, driving accuracy, wedges. I probably trust Ben Griffin's putter a little more, but Ben Griffin will probably be a little bit more owned than Seamus Power, and I don't love him enough to say that he's a better play. So I'm going to go with Seamus. I think Seamus is a safer play, and with the ownership, I think I would lead to Seamus. Ben Coles or Daniel Berger, Boog Knight in DFS. I think Daniel Berger can be one of the sneaky DFS plays of the week. This is the best course fit he's had since, I would say, let's click on Daniel Berger and see his recent course history. So, recent results. He's missed a ton of cuts. I know that. Has not been able to putt the ball. He hasn't been able to do much, if we're being honest. So Daniel Berger has not made a cut since the U.S. Open, in which he striped the ball. Then after he striped the ball at the U.S. Open, he went horrible. But you were saying U.S. Open was the last time he played well. That was Bermuda. Although he putt bad on Bermuda, he chipped really good. This is the best course fit we've seen for Berger since probably the CJ Cup, which he finished T13. Punta Cana, he made the cut. Valspar missed the cut. But I think this is a sneaky spot for Daniel Berger. He doesn't have amazing course history, but it's a golf course that you have to hit fairways. You're really good from 125 to 175. And you're on, more than anything, Bermuda. But at the end of the day, Ben Coles is a much more safer, and he also makes a ton of sense. If you really want to get sneaky, like, Ben Coles isn't going to be a chalk monster that's unplayable. Where I think then Daniel Berger is a really sneaky and fun play, but I have to say, gun to head, Ben Coles. All right. One and done question, moderate lead, Lowry, Cam Young, and Aaron Rai. I would definitely cross off Aaron Rai. I think he is way too chalky, and I don't even love him. Like, he's not like he's chalk that's going to smash. Like, he doesn't have great course history. He hit the ball horribly in Scotland, which is a place where he should play really well, and he hit the ball horribly. So I definitely have some questions about Aaron Rai. So Lowry's probably the much safer play than Cam Young, and if you have a lead, I don't think you need to take the risky play and go with Cam Young. So I would go with Lowry there. And then Vegas or English in DFS. Wondering what the state of the union is going to be on Johnny Vegas off of the win. He seems to be fairly owned. He's probably going to be 4 to 5% higher than Harris English, but it's hard to trust Harris English right now. He's not doing what he recently. He's kind of been hitting the driver better, but it's been a long time of bad driving. He's not hitting his irons well at all. Vegas just answers a lot more questions. Even though he's a long hitter, he is hitting the ball really well, striking it really well. I would go with Vegas in DFS over Harris English. Let's talk through some bets, some outright bets, some first round leaders, and then get out of here. So I took the jump on Shane Lowry, 28-1. I feel like it's a golf course that is built for Shane Lowry. You want driving accuracy, you want elite middle iron play, and then hot Bermuda putting. That's what Shane Lowry does really well. I got a 28-1 at Bet365. I'm not going to go through every single bet, obviously. Then I took a shot on Kurt Kitayama, 55-1. I went over this on Monday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, sneakily hitting the ball really, really, really well. And this is a golf course. He's a bomber, obviously, but he knows how to win and he knows how to club down. This guy played really well at Pebble multiple times. So down for some Kurt K, 55-1, I think is a great number. And then some 100-1 shots. I think these numbers are just really off. Adam Svensson, Austin Eckroat, Emiliano Grillo, and Eric Van Rooyen. Truthfully, they all make sense in their own ways. Why are they 100-1? I think those guys could easily be 55 to 75-1, and no one would bat an eye. Thought there was some really good numbers. And then I took a long shot on Hayden Buck. Hayden Buck, you play Hayden Buck where driving accuracy is important. But if you want the full betting card with breakdowns, you guys know where to find it at Jersey Betting on Twitter, as well as the first round leader card. The first round leader has been cooking. They have been dishing out winners. I think we have 2 in the last 5 events, and we missed Shane Lowry at the Open by a stroke. So you want the first round leader card? I'll give you one, but I got to make money somehow. It's very cheap, costs you $5. And this is my livelihood. This is what I do for a living. So one first round leader. Who should I say? Brendan Todd. 90-1 first round leader. A guy who makes sense at Brendan Todd courses. You play Brendan Todd where he can pop a short course that requires hitting fairways and being good with your mid irons and wedges. That's what Brendan Todd does well. And I overheard him saying at the 2022 Travelers that he only likes to play courses where he knows he can contend. And the Wyndham is definitely one of those courses. So definitely down for some B Todd in all markets. Little shot at the first round leader. Some other DFS targets that I think I really like the bottom of this or the middle of this 7K range. I mentioned Will Zalatoris and some names like Adam Svensson, JJ Spawn, Michael Thorbjornsen, Denny McCarthy. None of them are overly chalky. None of them are going to be over like 7%, and they all have massively high ceilings, and I think they're great plays. Like there's going to be some Jaeger love. There's going to be some love around Ben Griffin. But I think between Denny, JJ Spawn, Michael Thorbjornsen, there's a potential optimal lineup in there. Another 7K nugget. I mentioned I like Kurt, but he's almost double the ownership of JT Poston and Eric Van Rooyen. I think either of those, Poston and Eric Van Rooyen, are a great play in DFS over Kurt. Like, yeah, any of them can beat any of them, but why is Kurt double the ownership? I would pivot to either EVR or Posty in that middle 7K range. So that about wraps it up. DFS, no overwhelming thoughts. Oh, yeah. Now, really, are they going to play golf? Like, who knows? They're going out early tomorrow morning. No fans. If Colin Morikawa was in the field, probably a lock. Sadly, he's not. So I hope we get golf tomorrow. But any last-minute questions, hit me up. You guys know where to find me. You guys know where to find all the plays. We're cashing like no other this season. So I hope you're a part of it. Let's keep it going. And I'll talk to you guys Friday afternoon or Saturday afternoon with 36 hole update. If we even get there, we might not even get there. So stay tuned for all the content. Thank you and peace out.